What's up YouTube, my name is Manrai, I'm from Poison Code, and today in this stream I'm going to show you how to build this website using HTML and CSS. This website is completely responsive and best for your practice, so let's get started. It's the header page and with the image and the text. When we scroll down comes the About Us page. Here's one more image and some text about get to know Sia. Next comes the R services, HTML, CSS and JavaScript and its testimonials. Next comes the My Recommendations. Here are the testimonials and at last comes the contact page. Get in touch and yes, it's all. So this website we are going to make and so let's get started. Yes. So here's our index page and styling page. And yes, first we need to make a div of class header in which we will make another div of class header image. Inside that header image, we will make a image class and its source should be that the image of the background. Next comes the header text. We will make an h1 and we will write under Sia, and then we need to make a br, that is the break, and under that we need to write another name, that is Rodriguez. Next we have to write h2 under which we have to write professional web developer. And yes, that's it for the header HTML text, and now we have to style it. So first we will need to style the body, and under which we have to write the background color, and is the background color hashtag EACEC5. Next comes to we have to write dot header, and under which we have to write background image URL images slash bg.png. Here images is my folder under which I have make an image and rename it to bg. We have to write next display flex. Font weight should be 200 and background size will be 100% and height will be 100 vh, that is a view height. Next comes the dot header image and we have to write width of 400 pixel. That means the width of the image should be 400 pixels. Height should be auto and margin should be 100 pixels, and margin top should be 70 pixels and padding left should be 150 pixels. Next comes the dot header text. We have to write margin top should be 130 pixel, and now we have to style the font of the text. So I am writing font family is sans serif and color should be is a hexa color, that is hashtag 4A5764. Next we have to style the h1. We have first styled the header text and now we have to style the h1. So we will write dot header text h1 under which we will write font size 100 pixels, margin bottom should be 5 pixel and text transform should be uppercase. Next comes the dot header text h2. We have to write under that font size 30 pixel and font weight should be 600 to make the header text h2 be bold, and margin bottom should be 65 pixels, and this will give us this. Okay, so next is the About Us page. We will make a div of class about. Next comes the about image. We will paste a image, that is the image source images, that is my folder and my pic. Next comes the dot about text, div class about text, and under which we will write the h1 get to know Sia and another h2 about Sia. And yes, that's it for the HTML of About Us. Next comes the styling, and yes, so first we will write dot about. We will make a background image. Next comes the background size, that will be 100%. Display should be flex. Font weight should be 200 and height should be 100 vh, that is a view height. About image width 700 pixel, height should be auto, margin should be 100 pixel and padding top should be 60 pixels. Dot about text will be margin top should be 220 pixels, font family should be sans serif and color should be hashtag 4A5764. Next we will style the h1 of about text. Font size should be 60 pixels and margin bottom should be 10 pixels. Text transform should also be uppercase. Dot about text h2 font size should be 25 pixel and font width should be 100. So this will give us this. Yes, an image, the background image, and get to know Sia. Its color, its font family that is sans serif, and about Sia as a graduate. Okay. Now comes the services. Under services comes the we will write a div of class team. Next, the h1 of class team header we will write our services. Then we it comes the div class team section. I'm writing team sec, and next comes the div class team items. Next comes the image. I'm pasting an image and give it a class of team image. Next comes the div class team content, h1 class team h1 and under which I will write HTML. Next we have to write something about the testimonials we have to write under the HTML, and so I've given a class of team h3 and I have pasted testimonials. Next I've done nothing, I've just copied the above from team items till the div and I've just pasted 2 times, and I've changed the from HTML to CSS. Here also from CSS to JavaScript, and I've changed the images. And this is for the HTML, and now we have to style this also. So here it comes. Dot team we I am writing that the background image to give the background of the service page. There should be background size should be 100%, height should be 100 view height, and background repeat should be no repeat. Dot team header under which we will write the align item center. Font family should be sans serif. Font size should be 70 pixel and color should be that the hexa color that we have given before also, that is 4A5764. Padding top should be 100 pixels and text align should be center. Padding left should also be 50 pixels. Next comes the dot team sec, that is the section of the team. Margin left should be 150 pixel, and now we have to make 3 testimonials. So I'm writing the width and give its min, and under which we have to write the 1200 pixels, comma and 100%. Padding should be 20 pixel. Display should also be flex. Justify content should be spaced between to give space equally, and flex wrap should be wrap and cursor should be pointer. Next comes the dot team items. We will write that the width calc, that is the calculate, and 33% minus 10 pixels, and overflow should also be hidden. Dot team image, margin top should be 20 pixel and margin left should be 100 pixel. Width also be 50%, not the 100%, it should be 50%. Dot team content, font weight should be 500 to give bold, and margin should be 0 and 20 pixels, 0 top and 20 pixel left and right. Padding should be 30 pixels and border radius should be 6 pixels to give it some border. Dot team h1 color should be that a hexa color 4A5764. Text align should be center, font family should be sans serif, and margin border will be 15 pixels. Font size will be 30 pixels. Next comes the dot h3. Text align should be center, font width should be bold to give it some a bold text, and font family should be sans serif. Font size should be 16 pixels. Margin bottom should be 10 pixel and color should be that the hexa color 4A5764. Now we have to make it responsive also, so I writing that at the media screen, and max width should be 1200 pixel. I'm writing dot team sec, margin left will be 0, and dot team items width min 600 pixels, comma 100%. So that will give us this our services. 3 HTML, CSS and JavaScript testimonials and their names and a background image. Now comes the testimonials, that is my recommendations. It's same only, but we have to change some things. Div should be of class test. Next, h1 of class test header, and in which we have to write my recommendations. Next comes the team test section. I'm writing test sec. Test items, under which we will write image of source images test1.jpg, that's the image, and of class test image. Next comes the div of class test content. H1 of class test H1, I am writing the name. Uh, Next we have to write the testimonials, and I'm giving the class of test H3. Now we just have to copy from test items till the div, till the end of the divs means here, and we have to copy paste 2 times and give it change the image and change the names. So this is for the HTML part, and now we have to style it. So this comes the testing part, styling part, and first we will write the dot test and give its background image. Background size should be 100%, height should be 100 vh. Background repeat should be no repeat. There should be no repeat of the images that is coming. And next comes the team header. Align item should be center, font family should be sans serif, font size should be 60 pixels, color should be that hexacolor, padding top should be 100 pixels and text align should be center. Padding left should also be 50 pixels. Next comes the dot test sex, and in which we will it will return margin left 150 pixels and give its width. Padding should be 20 pixels. Display should be flex. Justify content should be space between, and flex wrap should be wrap, and also the cursor should also be pointer. Dot test items which should be calc 33% minus 10 pixels. Overflow should be hidden. Next comes the dot test image. Margin top should be 20 pixel and width should be 100%. Dot test content. Font width which should be 500. Margin should be 0 and 20 pixels. Padding should be 30 pixels and border radius should be 6 pixels. Next comes the dot test H1. Color should be the hexacolor. Text align we need to reach center. Font family should be sans serif. And margin bottom 15 pixels. Font size 30 pixels. Dot test H3. Text align center. Font width bold. Font family sans serif. Font size 16 pixels. And margin bottom should be 10 pixels. And the yes color hashtag 4A5764. And this will give it a background image, my recommendation at center, and 3 testimonials at the center. Now comes the dot contact, that's the get in touch page. It's a very small page, there's nothing, but we have to do it. We have to start with div of class contact, under which we'll write the of class contact text. And now we have to make h1 h3p h3p h3p, and under which we will write of get in touch mailing address, and about the address email address we will write, and we will write that I've written as hello at the greatwebsite.com, and now we have to write the phone number. So I've written 12333444555. And next comes the styling part, and we have to write that dot contact. We will need the image, so I'm writing background image URL images service bg.png. Background size should be 100%, height should be 100 vh. Dot contact text should be font size should be 20 pixel. Background color should be that hashtag 4A5764, that was the font color, that the text color. And now we will do the background color of contact. Display should be inline block. Margin left should be 250 pixels and margin top should be 70 pixels. Padding should be 100 pixels from top and bottom and 300 pixels from left and right. And dot contact text should be h1, that is the h1, and text line should be center. Font size should be 50 pixels and font family should be sans serif. Color is the hexacolor EACEC 5, and that is the body color that we have written, that body background. Here it is this color, and yes, now comes the dot contact h3. We will need text align center. Color should be this, and font family should be sans serif. Next comes the p, that the paragraph 1 dot contact text p, and we will need the same only that just we will change that font family should be sans serif. Color should be white. and text align should be center. And this will give us this, the content page, which is the final part. So yes, we have done our website. It's very easy and it's only for the beginners. Those who are intermediate, they will find it very easy. So yes, I've tried my best to make this video super efficient, and I will try my best to make more videos like this. So please like this stream, subscribe and share, and I will see you next time.